And welcome back to Wojo's Garden Center in Ortonville, Michigan. I'm George, and it is a gorgeous day here. The rain finally stopped, and the sun is out. How wonderful. Theme of our program today is going to be Color Your World at Wojo's. This time of year, it doesn't get any better for the beautiful color we have here in all areas of the store. So we're just today going to take a panorama around looking at the different areas. I'm going to move Bill from one spot to the other, showing the color we have here. And we start off here with some beautiful azaleas, some dogwoods, some hydrangeas, beautiful crabapple trees. In the background, you see the viburnum trees. A wonderful, wonderful selection of color we have here for you. And again, following that theme of Color Your World, there's no finer spot to go than Wojo's Greenhouse and Garden Center. We've moved back outside, and I wanted to show you some of the displays we have up here in the front of the store. The beautiful variation of maples. We have the Princeton Gold. It has the beautiful golden foliage matched up with the Crimson Kings or the Royal Reds. Provides a wonderful dynamic contrast and a beautiful, beautiful display. Around the bottom of those displays, we have, again, more color, whether it be the spireas, the viburnum, the roses, a lot of different options you have. And then over here to Bill's right, we have some of our beautiful Sargentina crabapple trees that are now coming into full flower. And over here, one of my favorites this time of year is the Korean dwarf lilac tree. It doesn't get any nicer than this. This right now is just opening up in wonderful fragrance. This can grow 3 to 4 feet high, 4 to 5 feet wide, easily pruned to keep it within the shape you want it to be, and it makes an outstanding smaller tree for the garden area. Over here, if we move to the left, over here, we can see guests that are shopping for our display of roses. We have the floribundas, the climbers, the miniatures. We have some easy elegance roses, knockout roses, a whole host of different roses for different situations, and for the dynamic of the gardener, those folks that want to take a lot of time in the garden, the hybrid teas and floribundas and climbers. For those folks that don't have as much time to garden, the shrub roses, the beautiful knockouts, and easy elegance provide that option for you. And as we're looking back behind us here, we see just a wonderful array and panorama of plants out here in the garden center. Next area we're going to go to is our shade area in the shrub area before we move into perennials, Coloring Your World. Thank you, Bill. And we're back here now in our shade area within the garden center in the nursery, the tree and shrub area. And behind me, we see the various varieties of hydrangea, the Endless Summer, the new Bella Anna, the Annabelle hydrangea with a pink flower, the Incredible hydrangea, Annabelle hydrangea. Over on this side, we have some beautiful azaleas and rhododendron, and you can see the splashes of color. Many of these are past their color, but there are some now that are just in their prime. And then over here, as Bill would pan to the left, we have our display of the Japanese maples, and then some other roses and wigelia with its beautiful burgundy foliage, some nice yellow-colored barberry. Again, all things to provide that dynamic color and accent within your landscape. It's a mighty exciting time out here. It's very uplifting. We've now moved out into our perennial area, and we have some beautiful, beautiful Asiatic lilies that have just come up from our production area. You see the beautiful yellows, the oranges, the pinks on the end, some reds in the back, just some real dynamic colors. And behind that, you can see some of the columbine. Over here on the end behind me, some of the globe-shaped allium, some of the irises with their beautiful purple color. And then over here on this side, we have some of the coral bells that are already starting to flower, some bleeding heart, and back behind me, we have some more of those Asiatic lilies on the tables. if Bill is to swing around a little bit more to the left, in our shade area in perennials, we have an assortment of about 50 to 75 varieties of hosta. Whatever your desire is as far as leaf color or texture, size from small to some very large ones, we have them here at Wojo's. Just the perennials are just really, really coming into beautiful color right now, and a nice addition to that garden area. We've now moved into the greenhouse and garden center area where color is just jumping out all over. When we walked in here, Bill, our cameraman, took one look and said, wow, the beautiful hanging baskets that you see hanging from the ceiling, those for the shade, those for the sun, various colors, the begonias, the fuchsia, the geraniums, you name it, we have it here. Our table's filled with flats of beautiful impatiens. Begonias back on the back. Outside we have the pansies. Over here on the left-hand side, you can see our guests shopping for a variety of plants, the zinnias, the marigolds, the cosmos, the argyritum. Just a wonderful, wonderful selection of color for you here. We're going to swing this way and show some of the planters that we put together. Again, you see the hanging baskets. This area, some beautiful combination pots that we put together that you can put on your porch or patio. Just pick it up and go with it. You don't have to worry about getting the individual plants. We've already done the work for you. And we've got also, I wanted to show you, we've got the patented Wojo gem. This is a Vinca minor vine, patented by Joe and Julie about 10 years ago, and we're very, very excited about this. It's an awesome trailing landscape plant for containers. Makes a wonderful, wonderful display. Goodbye. We'll see you next time.